Appreciate the gentleman from New York. The gentlewoman from California, Ms. Kim, is recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chairman Hill and Ranking Member Waters, for holding this hearing. Secretary Bessent, good to see you, and thank you so much for coming. Southern California, where I'm from, and the district that I represent, serves as the primary gateway to Pacific Rim, and Asian goods into the United States come through the ports of LA and Long Beach. But we are already starting to see a drop in volume as the ports of LA and Long Beach are expected to see 35% to 30% drop when compared to a year ago. Cargo volume is one of the largest economic drivers in the region, and long-term drop will not just impact families, at the grocery stores and small businesses' bottom line, but also result in truckers and dock workers losing their jobs. So, Secretary Bessent, I would like to ask, how can you ensure that our tariff policy will not unintentionally harm American small businesses and workers in the long term?
Well, Congresswoman, we believe over the long term that it will drive growth in the economy. And as I've said many times, it is a mistake to look at trade in isolation. The Trump economic policy is a three-legged stool: trade, taxes, and deregulation. And we believe that the sum of the parts, that the whole is greater than the parts. And as we complete each one of those, that the U.S. will see substantial economic growth.
Thank you. I know that a lot of my constituents share these concerns that we raised. So I'd like to continue this discussion on this specific topic with you moving forward, because I'm concerned that these long-scale tariffs, if they continue in the long term, then American working families and small businesses will suffer under price hikes and a lack of certainty. But I want to shift gears and discuss the Financial Stability Oversight Council, FSOC. Under the previous administration, Secretary Yellen rescinded the non-bank systematically important financial institution and replaced it with a new framework for assessing the financial risk. And this new framework overlooks the importance of prioritizing an activity-based standard and a cost-benefit analysis. So, Secretary Bessent, does FSOC intend to reassess the 2023 guidance so that it is more closely aligned with the thoughtful process that was created in 2019?
Congresswoman, that is on our agenda.
Thank you. As you finalize that decision, I want to emphasize that my support for a return to an activity-based standard that more appropriately addresses the risk of non-banks. Thank you.
Treasury would be happy to work with your team on that.
Thank you. And finally, I'd like to urge you to continue your support for CDFI. CDFI fund programs are statutory, as you know, and it has been critical in promoting the local economy in Orange County. So do you still agree that the CDFI fund has a critical role to play in fostering economic opportunity? I think I know the answer because you stated very clearly in public statements.
We believe that if CDFIs follow their statutory obligations and do not digress into more ideological boundaries, that they can be important institutions.
Thank you. As you know, last week, I attended the Financial Literacy Roundtable that your team put together, and thank you so much for inviting me.
I think I just missed you.
But your team was very well represented, and again, I want to thank you so much because as a co-chair of the Financial Literacy and Wealth Creation Caucus, events like that, bringing the stakeholders together and having a meaningful dialogue and conversation, I think is critically important, and we need to continue that. So can you talk about how you can continue to advance financial literacy initiatives now that we are past the Financial Literacy Month? I mean, I was able to take the leadership and pass the bill that proclaims month of April as the Financial Literacy Month, and I hope that we can continue to work in this space together.
As you should know, that it is a strong core belief of mine that financial literacy is the only path to economic independence and well-being. So the more Americans that who can be educated, and I think we should probably go state to state and encourage each state to put in financial literacy standards for their students.
Gentlewoman's
very
time has
much.
expired. The gentlewoman from Texas, Ms. Garcia, is recognized for 5 minutes.